What is up, guys? It is Lally and today we are here with a very quick Dream Team video because I do plan on streaming in a few hours. I am going to do a quick few cheap signings that I think are gems, and these are players that I would recommend people that are coming new to the game to sign because first of all, they won't be blessed like I was and get veterans bonus of 1.2 million. Konami might give them a few 100k, but they can't go get themselves an Erling Haaland or a Neymar or something like that. So the players I'm about to sign now are players that I would sign on a budget, and I think they could come for some use over some decent time as well. But before we make them signings, lads, Konami have also taken a very quick step and given us some events. So straight away you can see we can earn just a little bit of GP, not too much. First event is worldwide clubs, and you can see it's only a couple of thousand GP. All you have to do is accumulate 1 point, then 3, and then 5, and they give you 3 games at a time to do it. It's not great content straight away, but it's only been 1 day. I wasn't expecting this for at least a week, and at least Konami have started to give us out some GP like this. You can't get GP by just playing. But then you go into the next event, which is Spanish League. You're thinking, before we go into it, you think, oh no, I might not have many Spanish players. How am I supposed to do this? Well, in true Konami style, the teams available that you can use are pretty much everyone. All the English League teams, Spanish League, Italian League and French League. So basically, you should be good to do this. And again, this doesn't exactly tell you how many points you need, but I think obviously you just keep grinding away and you'll get these 2, 3 and 5,000 as you keep playing, and you also get yourself some player level training cards as well. So before we make any signings, a quick look at my team. So like I said, I was blessed. I had some veterans bonus with Poyol, got Romario on 4-line as well. I'm not going to sign any wingers yet. I know I need to, but obviously I've got other positions I need to fill first. So them 2 strikers can fill out the wings for now, and the rating is low if you're wondering why for my strikers and wingers, is because they're not fully adapted to the team playing style and all that sort of stuff as well. So right now we're going to sign a left back, a centre back, a DM, maybe a right back and goalkeeper. I've not looked too far into that yet, but the left back, centre back and DM are 3 players that I would recommend anyway, and you're about to see who they are now. So into the first signing we go, and I'm going to show you exactly where I am signing these players from as well. The first one is going to be a player that gets overlooked quite easily, to be honest, and I know a lot of you are probably thinking that I'm going to strengthen up the defence with Fofana, but like I said, lads, with my amount of GP I have, and not everyone's going to be able to spunk out 43k just like that. He's one I'd recommend, but only if you've got a slightly bigger budget. James Justin is the one, 20,000 GP, and when you level him up, lads, he goes up to level 45. He is a player that you can use over time as well. You can see he's got a bit of pace. You can just touch up his pace a little bit and then put a lot more on his defensive, because remember, you can personalize how you level up these players as well. So for 20k, lads, you can't really go wrong when you're starting off this game with a left back like him. So the next player we're going to sign is not exactly a young upcoming star, but he's always been a bit of a PES legend, or PES veteran, shall we say. Not legend, but he's one of those players that if you play the game, you know he's very useful to have in your team because he's versatile, he's not too expensive, he fits the meta sort of thing, if that makes sense. Like, he's just always useful in any PES game that you play, and it is it Czech Coyote, or I don't know how you exactly say his name. I think it is Czech Coyote. What's going on with my pronunciation? But lads, he's only 14k, so even if he doesn't work out for you, it's not a big loss. Like, you can move past it pretty quickly. But you look at his stats, lads. Look, he can play DM, which is what he's going to do for me. I'm not going to play him at centre back. But if you want to use him for DM now, and then you got a different DM in mind later that you want to use, you can actually move this guy to centre back. You can see he's not too bad defensively to start off with, and he's got a bit of physicality about him as well, which is what you want from your DMs and centre-back. So moving on to our next signing, who will play centre-back for us. I think he's another player that will get overlooked very easily just because he actually plays for Aston Villa, and they're not exactly one of the teams that you think about when it comes to making signings. For me, lads, I think he's a no-brainer in that sense. He's a touch on the expensive side for what I would call a budget player, but I think he just fits in there. He'd probably be your star centre-back if you're on a budget, but he's probably one that I would definitely recommend because look, he's definitely got a bit more pace about him. So if you've got Coyote playing next to you as a centre-back, then this guy will be the one with the pace and just a bit more about him as the centre-back. So he's one that I'd recommend signing as well. So within about 50-60k, you've sorted out most of your defensive issues. Well, 3 out of your 5 defensive positions. I've not really looked too much into signing a right back and a goalkeeper because the 3 players I just signed now are the sorts of players that I'm recommending. I've not got the list of 10-20 players that I'd say these are the gems that you need to get if you've just started. I'll probably do that in another video very soon. But these are the players that I kind of wanted to complement my team. And these are the sorts of players that I'd recommend for you to go for. The versatile, cheap, and some of them have a bit more long-term usage as well. So lads, we will sign a right back and a goalkeeper now. And what kind of Liverpool fan would I be if I don't actually go and raid the Southampton squad? So I've got one player in mind wherever they are. There you are, Southampton. I think this is more of a, not a must purchase buy. He fits my play style because he's very attacking from a wing back position. I think you'll all know who I'm on about if you watch Premier League football. And he's only 9,000. He goes up to level 52. I don't expect him to be amazing defensively. But lads, as I level him up, I will actually make him useful defensively. That's what I like about being able to level up our players in our customizable ways. We can target exactly what we want to do. So I'm not going to make him the fastest player. I will, however, boost the hell of that defense. And yeah, I think this guy could potentially give me some good usage. We'll find out, lads. We're going to sign him now and we'll find out how he gets on in the stream and in future videos. By the way, I've got an extra bunch of trainers from the PlayStation Plus membership, whatever that bonus that Konami have going with them. So we are going to level up some players in this video as well. And we're going to finish things off with the goalkeeper. And to be honest, I feel like my goalkeeper isn't being tested that much yet. So I'm not going to go big on the goalkeeper yet. And I'm a bit of a Liverpool fan, as you can see. So we are going to, I'm not going to go for Alisson Beck if you're thinking, where am I getting 450k from? We're going to actually dive all the way down. No, Karius isn't the player. We're going to go for Kelleher. Just why not? Liverpool fan. I mean, if you think you're good enough to not get attacked too often and you've got a bit of a solid team in front of them, then I wouldn't go too crazy on a goalkeeper straight away. Because you've seen in the last video, lads, that my 60 rated goalkeeper was pulling worldies off from the word go. So this guy should be an improvement on him. Something I just noticed, so I'm going to do it again. You can see here, I got a 94 rated Harden, but he's 84 on the pitch. And I was wondering, is that because of the team play style level? But then I realised as I started in, putting better players in the team, you'll see straight away, look, he's moved up to 86 rated. We're going at the left back here, James Justin, he's moved up to 88. So as they play with better players, they actually start reaching their potential, which is, I'd say it's a pretty realistic approach there, to be honest. Who else we got? We got Kayute as well. And then the last one is Kelly. Oh, he's brought it down though. I think it must also be to do with the fact that he's brought it down to 82. Okay, I think that might be to do with the fact that some of these players don't have the best sort of team play style chemistry. So I might even take Kelleher out right now. Or when I level him up, I'll make his... so I'll show you what I mean. So you can see here where it says possession game, quick counter. That's very low. So I think that needs to be built up. And then that will also bring the team play style level up. So as the team play style level is lower, why is what's going on there? Okay, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why his rating went down. But as the team play style level is lower, it also brings the players down. So I think it is to do when you play with better players and the team play style level is low, your players' ratings will just come down anyway. So we'll start off with Kelleher. We're just going to throw on a couple of trainers. We've got quite a lot of them now, to be honest. But we'll only throw on a couple. Look at that. He goes up 20 levels by just throwing on 2 trainers. You're damn right I'm going to give you 20 points to play with, mate. So we'll move on to Concert. And because these are low rated players, they won't take a lot to actually level up. Look, I give him 3 training cards which are 4,000 each. And it takes him up to 19 levels. Well, it takes him up by 19 levels. And if you're wondering how many points am I getting to use on each player, all you do is click triangle on this screen and you can see that orange number. That's how many player level points I have to use on them once I actually start customizing their points where I'm going to put them. I mean, you'll see that in a moment. So on to Livramento we go. So again, just throw in 2 here. Look at that. He moves up just by 2 points, lads. And it even tells you there at the bottom, this player will receive 40 progression points. So you don't even have to change the view. You should know straight away. Up next, we go with Kayute. And again, he's not exactly the highest rated. So he should get a lot of points. Again, goes up to level 18 and gets us 34 points. So moving on to James Justin. And I think we'll just give him the 2 cards as well. Takes him up to level 18. 34 progression points. I'm happy with that. I think centre-back's a bit of an important position. So I will. And I think this guy will be a bit more useful over time as well. So I'll throw on an extra trainer for him. Let's take him up to level 21. So we've done that. So how many points is he on now? He's got 40 progression points. So I'm happy with that. Just a quick look at these players' ratings just before we go level them up. The thing that will probably help these players level up the most will actually be getting that team play style level up. So I need to get these players more accustomed to, as you can see here where it says possession game, quick counter. With this manager, it's all 50 anyway. So some of these players are really low in that department. Like I'll show you again. You can see Kelleher is not even in the 50s apart from long balls. So we're going to bring them possession game and quick counter tactics up because they're the two I'm going to use the most anyway. So starting off with Kelleher, we do need to get his possession game up. So each point is 10 points. Get it up to about 70. We've got so many points with him. Same with the quick counter. So straight away, lads, you'll see that we can use them points there. I've not even touched this guy's abilities in goalkeeping or anything like that, but you can see, I bet you straight away that his rating in the actual team that we're about to see right now will have gone up. As you can see, he's gone better, and so have the players around him as that team play style level has gone up as well. Maybe I need to max it out or get a manager that's got better tactics. So this guy's only what you can see the manager's ratings down here where it just says 50 possession game, all that. That's pretty low itself as well. So as I get a better manager that has higher possession game, higher quick counter, that'll probably bring out the best in Kelleher and players like that as well. Let's get back onto that player progression with Kelleher. I actually like that approach from Konami though. It's a realistic approach that better coaches get better from their players. So that's a very realistic approach that I didn't think Konami would actually, make that leap. And obviously, lads, we are going to boost up Kelleher here in this department. So we've got a lot more levels to come from Kelleher as well. So let's just actually get him up there in the ability. So he's now gone from a 67 rated goalkeeper to a 76 rated goalkeeper. I don't think he'll be 76 yet because I don't have the best manager. He's not the most accustomed to it as well, but he'll be better than what I started off with. So going on to the player progression with Livramento, lads, I would recommend making sure that you do this first. You always make sure that your players can actually play to your manager's asking. We're going to do this with Livramento. He's got a lot of points. We've got to make sure we get these in the higher brackets. So we go there and we will apply that in a second. We will get onto his actual defending. Let's boost the hell out of his defending. So you can see now he's got a bit of defensive awareness. I mean, it was a hell of a lot lower. He's gone up to a 73 rated player there. And also let's give him a little bit of boost in his pace. Otherwise he'll get spanked. And where's his actual acceleration? I think that is part of... It tells you where it is. I'm being very blind here. Yeah, there we go. I don't even want to say it. Dexterity. I'm not even going to say that word. But let's just throw it out there. We've turned him from a 69 rated right back to a 75. I'm happy with that. And he's actually a useful defender at this stage right now. Like I said, first things first, got to make sure they're at least in the 70s. I prefer 80s to be honest, but I don't really have too many points to play with when it comes to with him. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to throw too much on his speed. I'm not sure I really should. I'm going to make sure he's my DM, so I'm going to make sure he's really, strong. That's one thing I want that. Well, it tells you here, once he goes past this level here, then now it's going to start taking up. Just under his card it says it's 2 points to start upgrading, so I'm going to stop there. I don't want to use 2 points at that there. I'm going to throw a bit of speed on here, just a little bit, and his defending, we're going to boost that up because that is the one where I really want to make sure he's got that aggression, he's got that ability to actually defend against some decent players as well. Let's throw a bit on his speed and a bit more strength. There what I'm really asking for him. I don't need him to be the one that's going to play my killer passes. This guy's all about that defensive and physical attributes for him. So up next is James Justin. Into the player progression we go. You know what we're doing, lads. We're going to take these into the 80s. And we have 27 points left. He's got decent enough pace where I don't need to spend a lot on it. So what I will do, I'll add a little bit to his pace. So we get him into the low 80s. His his defensive awareness is what I really want to boost up there. So we're going to make sure he's capable of defending. And he's not going to be the strongest anyway. But what's his stamina? We might as well give him a little bit more stamina while we're actually out wide. So yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So he goes from a 73 rated player to a 78, and his next bunch of upgrades will be a bit more on the defensive side, so we'll boost up his defense, but for now I think that is more than good enough. And the last player we're going to level up for today is Konsa. I can't remember his first name. I wish I did, because it would sound better than me just saying Konsa. That sounds a bit disrespectful, right? But no, I don't mean it like that. We're going to obviously first take him up to the 80s in the 2 styles that I want to really start playing myself with my new coaches. And then you can see, lads, he's already got a good pace for a centre-back. But I will actually focus more on the defence. Let's get that into the 80s. That's very capable there, lads. You can't really say that's not a good signing. Before I even add any pace or physicality to his game, he's gone from a 74 rated centre-back to an 81 as it stands. We'll add, where's the physical contact? So we'll add a bit of jumping and physical contact. And let's add a little bit of pace, wherever that is. Where's the pace? There we go. Throw that on there. So 74 speed, 76 physical contact. But you can see he's also got a good defensive mind. And he goes from a 74 rated centre-back to an 84 rated centre-back already. We will obviously level up some of these players a bit more later down the line, but now that we've seen everything, let's head back to the pitch and see what my team is actually rated at now. So as you can see, my team playstyle level is 76, and you can see my players, lads, Neymar, they've reached their actual potential levels for their position, and they haven't even maxed out themselves in them. Like, look, possession game 80, so he's pretty good at it. I don't think Haaland's is amazing, but he's hit his is 46, 65 on the counter, so he's not exactly amazing either. But I think when you get them at 100, I bet you start getting like little boosts and stuff as well. Okay, you might not get boosts, but there must be some sort of reward, as all my players now are playing at their max potential in their positions. I mean, Romario is a 91 rated player for me. He's just that he's not playing in centre forward, so that's why he's 84. But maybe when you get to 99 team playstyle level, maybe your player's stamina is more effective, so they don't drain out on stamina as quick. There must be some sort of reward for it, because otherwise I might as well just stop at 76, because all my players are reaching their max potential. So yeah, we'll find out as we hit there, and we'll obviously judge it there and then. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys did find this video useful and enjoyable. If you did, lads, remember to give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the live stream. Until next time, guys. Peace!